the Niners will have a top 3 rushing attack in 2021. Suneil, you start this one off.
Yeah, I am 100% buying this. I believe that a lot of people kind of only paid attention this offseason, feeling like the quarterback was going to be the thing that needed to change to be able to get the 49ers back into Super Bowl contention. I was this offseason really focused, and Grant as well. We were talking about how much the running game really needed to get better as well. And the 49ers made diligent, took that seriously, and through their offseason picks as well as who they drafted, really revamped this offensive line and running back core to make sure that it moves forward. And I think it's going to go back to top 3 again. In 2019, they were ranked number 2. Last year, they were ranked 15. And I think they filled all of those gaps that really made them drop in as far as ranking with the rushing attack. So I'm totally buying this. I believe they're going to get back to that just because whomever plays quarterback, whether it's Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Lance, both of them are going to need a top 5 rushing attack, top 3 rushing attack to be able to have any type of success. And I believe the 49ers are going to have success. So that means they have to be top 3.
I got to agree with Suneil here. No way. I was having fun going back and forth. But no, I'm going to piggyback on what he said 1,000%. Both quarterbacks, because number one, Garoppolo is a hand-holding quarterback, and he's his handheld. So that's number one. You need to get that running game set up to open things up better for him.
And Kyle Shanahan to call hand-holding quarterback. I'm picturing him walking across the street holding someone's hand. That's good. Dang, that's tough. Yeah.
But yeah, for him, and then with Trey Lance's side, you don't want to just be like, here, 30-plus pass attempts. Like, no, don't do that. Come on. Or, unless the guy turns out he's lighting it up with Herbert. But, who knows? You want to make it just easier. No matter what, an effective running game that it's dominant, whatever, it's going to help your quarterback no matter when. Especially you want a rookie quarterback to ease into things. And even if Lance is in there, then I'm sure they might call him a few run plays. Not so much because they don't want to risk him getting hurt, especially after being scarred with the amount of quarterback injuries they've had the last few years. But it's definitely on the money, what Suneil said. You got a bunch of running back, a stable of horses in there. You can just unleash the offensive line. I expect to be a lot more bullish now. You got Aaron Banks in there. Hopefully that cohesion is going to work with Alex Mack manning the fronts and calling the signals and everything. So I think it'll open things more up and just they'll play more better. And then you got Sermon. There's a lot of talent there. It's going to be way too effective, and it's going to be the premise of what they want to go for this season.
Yeah, I'm buying this. That the 49ers will have a top 3 rushing attack this year. Grant, you and I came on right after the draft, at the end of the draft, and said that the 49ers were building themselves into be a bully that was going to come out and run the ball like crazy with the the depth they built in the running game with the bigger backs, with the big guy that they took to take right guard with Banks. And the guy that's always left out is, and I'm forgetting his name right now, is the guy from New York that they brought Gallman that they brought in. Gallman averaged 2.5 yards per carry after contact last year, which would have been the best on the 49ers among the running backs a season ago. So
big upgrade over Tevin Coleman.
Exactly. Big, huge upgrade there. And so I think that group's going to be much better. You add in Banks, and I just see them coming out, regardless of who the quarterback is, just being able to pound the ball on teams. And really, that's going to help that defensive line that we were just talking about quite a bit as well. So I definitely see them, among the top 3.
Gosh, I hate to agree with everyone. This is so boring. Wow. No, I'm going to buy fully in because to me, when we were going into this offseason, and Grant can attest to this, I was thinking specifically that the 49ers needed to improve their running back room. They needed to improve their offensive line room. And if they could, they should improve their quarterback room. They did all 3 of those things this offseason, and specifically with the offensive line and the running back room, they did that both in free agency with guys like Alex Mack and Wayne Gallman, and in the draft with Aaron Banks, Elijah Mitchell, Trey Sermon. So I feel like this is the best running back room that Kyle Shanahan has had since he's been with the 49ers, and I think this might be the best offensive line room as well. And along with the addition of Trey Lance and all the dynamic thing he's going to bring, and the fact that I believe he's going to play a significant amount of games this year, the 49ers better have one of the top 3 rushing attacks in the NFL. If they don't, there's something wrong. And if you going back to 2019 really quick, if you look, they ran the ball like 51% of the time. And if you look at that RG3-led team back his rookie year, they ran the ball 51% of the time. and they were only second to the Ravens that year, like Suneil was saying. So I think it's going to be like 2019, but with even better personnel and with Trey Lance inserted. So yeah, I'm buying full in on this.